Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and it is a very special day. November 11th, 2021 means that it is my 3-year anniversary since I first started doing reaction videos on this channel. So basically it's a 3-year anniversary of this channel. I've had the channel for years and years because I watched stuff on YouTube and I posted a couple things here and there in the earlier days. Here's me singing, here's that singing. Those videos have since been either hidden or deleted, so don't go looking for them. But I didn't actually start posting consistently and, very really until I started doing reaction videos. And my very first reaction video I ever did was to my queen, my goddess, my end all be all, the one, the only Miss Kelly Clarkson, as she did Never Enough for the Greatest Showman Reimagined. And I figured since this is my anniversary in a sense, what better way to celebrate than to do some more reactions? So all of this week we are celebrating the queen that is Kelly Clarkson, whether it's in karaoke reaction videos that I've done, or album rankings, or trying to find my favorite song from certain albums that I've done, and so on and so forth. So as you've seen the title, you already know what we're reacting to, but I figured we can go through just some of her more historical moments and just see some fun things about her. I've not watched this video. I know, at least I don't think I have. In the earlier days I reacted to one, I think it was like 7 times she forgot she was human or something like that. I remember there being 2 videos, this one and the one that I reacted to, and with the intention of going back and reacting to the other one at some point, and I just never got around to it. So here we are, 3 years later, and we're diving in. So let's just look at our queen and see 10 times that she what is this one? No, this is 10 times she forgot she was human. So the other one was 7 times that she was extra. So I saw her be extra, so now let's see her forget that she's human. So let's just dive on in. From Slay Me Clarkson. Oh, classic. I can tell you up inside. Thank you. Hold on. Pause. I love that performance too. Yeah, so like that performance, it is classic, quintessential. It is one of those performances that if you call yourself a Kelly Clarkson stan, you have seen this performance, you know this performance, you know what this performance is all about. And honestly, it's not one that I remember seeing like in real time. Like I don't remember seeing this performance as it was happening when she was doing this, because I didn't become like a huge Kelly Clarkson fan until I think somewhere between Thankful and Breakaway is when I really started to find my footing. Because that point when she had first won Idol and whatnot, I was still young. I had no real musical identity of my own. I was really just listening to whatever my older brother or older sister was listening to and kind of jamming along and whatnot. So it wasn't until I graduated high school, was in college, driving, commuting back and forth, listening to stuff on my own, that I really developed my own musical tastes. And that's when I started to fall in love with the goddess that is Kelly Clarkson. So I didn't see this performance until years and years after the fact. And like looking back at it in hindsight, for people who saw this performance and remember that era of Kelly Clarkson in Idol, like these are just like the first seeds that you could see that really soulful artist coming out. And just like, yes, she was young, yes, she was doing the most, yes, all of these are facts, but she was still slaying the house down. Was every single riff and run perfect? No, there were a couple instances where like she was getting carried away and, you know, certain notes at the end fell off pitch, or a little bit flat, or whatever. But still, like the overall just raw savagery that she had in that performance, oh, it's just so classic. And again, it just gives you that, it's that precursor to where she is now. And where she is now in life, I feel like vocally she's gotten better and better and better as she's gone through all the different eras, all the different albums and whatnot. And she's just learned maturity, control, when to decorate a song, when to let a song be simple and all that kind of stuff, and it's just beautiful. But these were the soulful precursors that we got to see early on that we didn't really get to see come out until maybe like the last 5-6 years or so, because she went that whole pop rock train, which is fantastic, but that whole soul side of her didn't really get to manifest itself in her music until, like, it was there a little bit in Thankful, and then it just kind of vanished until we got to Meaning of Life. So love. All right, so then the second one, her at Obama's inauguration, which again is just another classic quintessential Kelly just belting your face off performance. So let's dive back in. And this one, she just belts the same note. Listen to how open that throat is. And one thing she loves to do, well, I mean, I won't say that. Pause, YouTube, pause, damn it. For the love of God, goodness, sorry. Computer's freaking out, hates me. But one thing that she loves to do, or I won't say that she loves to do, but one thing that I noticed, especially around the My December era, is when I really first started to take notice of it, is she has this tendency of belting on these E vowels, these very closed E vowels. But her technique, her training, she does very well about making space for these E vowels. So I first noticed it in My December, like I said, during Sober, when she would, towards the end, 3 months and I'm still... Whatever that part is towards the bridge. I can't think the lyrics off the top of my head, but 3 months and 3 months and I'm still breathing. 3 months and I'm still remembering. 3 months and and she's like belting 3, like repeatedly going up on that E, and I'm like, girl, couldn't you picked another number? Like, couldn't you have picked another number that wasn't an E sound, such a close, whatever, give the rest of us a chance to be able to sing this song? So here, same thing, there's a lots of those E vowels, especially that last one. Great God, ooh, great God, a king. But she had just so much space on that E vowel, and just, chef's kiss. And I remember there wasn't really controversy surrounding her in this performance, but I remember this was the same day that Beyonce was supposed to perform, and Beyonce was, you know, they were giving her a hard time because she was lip syncing that, and then she made this whole press conference and she started just singing the national anthem live a cappella right there at the press conference, like, okay, y'all got any questions, proving that she could sing it. And it's like, well, we all know she can sing it, but she lip synced it that day because it's cold and blah blah blah, weather and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I understand vocal singers, you got to protect your voices, but at the same time, my queen was out here and she's like, you know what, I ain't got time for none of that. I'm I'm gonna warm myself up, I'm gonna wear my nice big fluffy scarf, and I'm gonna sing the hell out of this song. Another time she did it was when she was singing Heat at the Thanksgiving Day parade, because a lot of those parade performances on the floats, lip sync, because, well, they're on moving floats and you can't really maintain that sort of like audio quality sound while the float's moving down the thing, and it's technical stuff, blah 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 blah. So a lot of those performances tend to be lip sync, but if you notice, if you go back and watch it, I don't think she was on a float, or she might have been on a float, but it wasn't moving, it was parked, it was stationary, and she was just on a stage, just singing her face off. And again, freezing cold outside, but she's still singing her face off, and you can hear the live quality in her voice, and like, I respect it. Like, I understand singers needing to protect their voices, and I respect that too, but I respect a singer who's gonna be like, you know what, I got a job to do, I'm gonna take care of my voice, and I'm gonna do this goddamn job, and I'm gonna sing this song. And she sang the hell out of both those songs. All right, sorry, off my tirade. All right, so let's back it up to where right before my computer freaked out on me. So easy. You better deliver these vocals to the children. Deliver these album vocals. Because I know I've heard her sing this song so many times, and y'all, it is a very taxing song. So I can see why over the years, like, we change things. So I can see why, like, through the years, especially, I'm not gonna say especially with her, but all artists, like, as time goes on, if you maintain your career for a long enough time, certain songs that you sang or you record a certain way just aren't, they're not feasible to continue to sing that way long term. They're good for the moment, but they're not, you know, great long term investments. So I've heard her sing this song a number of times, a number of different ways, a number of modifications here, there, and everywhere. But I love, you know, this era where she was, in her breakaway era, she was just balls to the wall. Just, she didn't care if she sounded bad. She didn't care if she cracked. She didn't care whatever. She just threw herself into every song, every performance. And some of them were smash successes, and other of them were good with some issues. But like, she was just fearless during this era, and I love that she just gave you all of those vocals that you got on the album. This was an era before, you know, she started to modify those vocals. Although I will say, I think my favorite performance of this song, I forget what radio show it was, but she was doing it acoustically. I know she also did it acoustically for like the VH1 sessions or the AOL sessions, one of those, but it was specifically a radio show. I remember having the MP3 audio of it downloaded to my MP3 player back in the day when MP3 players were a thing. I wish I could remember. I'm gonna see if I can find what radio show it was, and if I can, I'll insert a clip or something here.
I told you everything, opened up and let you in. You made me feel alright for once in my life. Now all that's left of me is what I pretend to be. So together but so broken up inside. Now I can't breathe, said I can't sleep, I'm barely hanging on.
And if I can't, well, just know it was amazing. It was my favorite performance of that song. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, how are you singing that, first of all? I'm not hearing any of this. I'm just hearing here. Like, if I were going to sing it in mine, why won't you relate?
Practice Kelly sometime.
Queen. love those horns. See, instead of this clip, I would have included the clip from the VH1 sessions. Because, like, this clip is fantastic. But you also can't hear a lot of it because a lot of the audience is just the general ambient noise. And that VH1 session, she went off on the song. It's one of my favorites.
Just remember who gave you everything. Didn't I give you everything? I gave you everything, baby.
So open with that throat, girl.
Didn't I hear you crying on my shoulder?
See, the thing about that clip... I'll wait. Woo! Come on, C6. Alright, so the thing about that first clip where they said she whistled the C7, I don't doubt that she did. The thing I don't like about that clip, because I've seen that clip before, is you can't tell. Like, you can hear the slightest faint bit of what could be a whistle, but there's just so much ambient noise and so many people screaming. Like, the audio quality of the clip is so awful that we just have to trust that that note was hit. Now, the second part where she's saying, you know, the song again in, like, real life without the actual, like, rehearsal or whatever it was before, the sound check, obviously she didn't jump up to C7, they said C6, whatever, which still, fantastic. But that general performance, I don't remember that performance specifically, but I remember her covering it in concert for like a fan request or something like that. I don't remember. It might have been a fan request, but I think it was during like the Stronger era. And I remember her covering it and just falling in love with it because, like the caption said there, she hits like 50 plus G5s. That's just in her sweet money spot. She just like, after we get through like the third verse, I think it is, it just belting your face off the whole damn time. Sometimes we might bring it down a little bit for a couple seconds, but it's just belting your face off the whole damn time. And that performance is what made me love this song. It's what introduced me to Mark Broussard, and it's what made me love this song and add this song to my repertoire. I've said it a million times, the way I know a singer is doing their job is when they make me want to sing the song, and this made me want to sing the song. And it's actually one of the few Kelly Clarkson covers that the original key of the song is in a key that actually fits my voice and I can actually sing the song. So when I first started singing the song, I was singing it trying to be Kelly Clarkson, which, okay, sure, whatever. I'm not Kelly Clarkson, but I could still do whatever the vocal stuff that she could do. For the most part, I'm not hitting no fucking C7s anytime about any of that. But just the rest of it I could do for the most part. As the years have gone by, I've, cultivated my own version, made the song my own, and have my own rendition. But I've sung it in singing competition. I've won singing competition singing it. I've sung it at karaoke, blah blah blah, and it's just all that because she was slaying the house down. So these vocals are so good. And what I find impressive about the second performance, it's not the fact that she hit the C6 or whatever, because we've heard her hit it before. I mean, yes, it's impressive, but it's the vocal stamina to be able to hit all of those G5s that they were saying consistently, bam, 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 living up there in that 5th octave for so long in the song, and then jumping up to the 6th octave. Like, work my last nerve. All right, so looks like we're getting towards the end of this, so this might be the last clip. Let's see. Okay. Come on, mini dress. I mean, I guess it's not a mini dress, but it's still cute. Come on, sequins gown. Come on, fat girl. She giving you vocals and she giving you legs, thighs. Yes, God, queen. I love this performance, and I love... Queen. So I love that last performance of Walkway, and I love the performance of Walkway she did. I forget what the event was, but she was wearing this black lacy dress, and I remember her singing, I think, Ain't Never Loved a Man, also in that same venue, whatnot. She had blonde hair, might have been curled a little bit, shorter. Might have been curled. I don't know. I can see her in my head. Smoky black eye and just this black fitted dress and laciness. I'm just like, oh, girl, queen, work my last nerve. Yes, but that particular performance of Walkway, well, that particular just performance of everything she did that night, chef's kiss. So good, so good. Love, live. I live for her, and I'm so glad that I've been able to share her with you guys for the last 3 years. Like, I know she's not the only artist on the channel, but like I said, she was the first artist. She has been one of the most popular artists as far as I'm concerned. She's been a through line throughout this channel. She will continue to be a through line throughout this channel. She's got the most reaction videos on this channel right now. Usually it'll go back and forth between her and Morissette Amon, depending on the week or like the theme or something. Sometimes I might do, you know, like next week I'm doing a Filipino theme, you know, thank you for all my Filipino followers or subscribers. So, you know, Morissette might jump up there, but I got a lot of more Filipino people I'm gonna react to. Or like when I was doing the Artist of the Month stuff last year or the year before, I don't remember, and Morissette was my Artist of the Month one week, so then, you know, I did a bunch of stuff for her. Kelly was my first Artist of the Month, did a bunch of stuff for her. Like, they go back and forth between who has the most reactions on the channel. But right now Kelly has the most. I think she has 95 as of recording this, outside of what I haven't edited yet, and I think Morissette has like 92, something along those lines. I'll double check, but they're neck and neck as far as the number of things go. But Kelly's always gonna be my queen. She's always gonna be my goddess. She's always gonna be most important on my channel. She's always gonna be featured on this channel in some way, shape, or form, and I'm always gonna be thankful for just her music, her in general, the effect she's had on my life, the effect she's had on my channel, the amazing people I've met as a result of her and her music, whether they be like real life friends that I bonded with, or people that I've met through the channel who are just amazing supporters. Like, just so many amazing people and just so much amazing music. So I love you. You're probably never gonna see this, and that's fine, but still, I love you. Mwah. I love you, Kelly, and love all of you guys too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, me just rambling for the last 25-ish minutes. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you would like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I love you guys.